Live from Lagos, Michael Uchebu, The Voice, Tosi Olasende, the economic geek, and Ifeanyi Chukwujeku, the street boy. This is Business Unusual. Black Friday 2015 is here, and Nigeria's online shopping stores and marketplace are anticipating this will be the biggest sales day in Nigeria. This wasn't the case prior to the emergence of the growing online retail in Nigeria. As it's been celebrated, Black Friday is usually the Friday following Thanksgiving Day. Nigerians have queued into this perhaps for the record sale across board since entrance or just in appreciation of an opportunity to leverage the e-commerce platform that currently boasts of about 300,000 orders daily. The fast-growing e-commerce space is estimated to grow at 25% annually and could stimulate the growth of the non-oil economy in the face of dwindling oil prices. The online craze is cut across the key and medium players as more Nigerians and brands are actively involved in the tradition. PayPort, Nigeria's fast-growing online shopping brand, is not left out of this experience.
This is our first Black Friday, by the way, and we're actually running it both online and offline. This is 11 a.m. Again, we are hitting thousands of orders already, and we're already processing those orders, and the offline sales is about to also kickstart. We are hoping to process well over 500,000 orders between Wednesday and Friday that we'll be having this Black Friday. And we also know that other market players are also doing the same. And I believe it's going to be the most successful Black Friday in the history of Nigeria. Because from the signs we've gotten from midnight till now, it's really phenomenal, it's really remarkable.
Online Black Friday sales in the UK alone is estimated to surpass £1 billion. Now, this isn't just a sales, as so much investment is involved to ensure a smooth run.
We upgraded our infrastructure. Right now, we have 4 servers running concurrently. I can make boast to let you know that since the Black Friday started up till now, we've yet to have any downtime with these orders. So what we've done is that we're running 4 concurrent servers at the moment, and we've anticipated this. We actually tested this. We actually tested with 1 million customers per second on our platform. We did this as at yesterday, and our platform was able to withstand it. So with 5,000 orders at this time, we are sure that our servers will be able to withstand it. For our Black Friday sales, we're hoping to sell over $500 million. Already from what we're having online at the moment, I think we're going to surpass that.
There is no Black Friday without logistics to swiftly commute goods to the consumers. The e-commerce sector has been growing strongly over the past 3 years, and it is expected to contribute about 10%, valued at 2.5 trillion naira to the GDP by 2018. Now that's a lot. DealDey is a Nigerian e-commerce website that aggregates discounted goods and services. And over the years, DealDey's strategy has changed almost as much as its leading executives. The site still describes itself as a daily deals website, but it's looking and acting less like the Groupon style model that was the startup trend of 2010 through 2013, and more like a regular e-commerce website. Now, joining us on Business Unusual today is the co-CEO, Kehinde Oriola. You're welcome.
Yay!
Hi, morning.
You're welcome, sir.
Morning, guys. Hey, Kehinde.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
Very well. Any DealDey?
Always.
Great.
Have you noticed we're all wearing black? We're anticipating the Black Friday.
Oh, yes.
Okay, with the
Because
exception
you're
of
not
me.
wearing black, exactly.
All right, sir. Let's go straight into the questions.
Yeah.
How have you been able to fund for your business, DealDey?
So right now, DealDey is funded, by our investors. We have international investors who are funding us right now, and that's how we're funded. We don't have as many local investors in DealDey at present. We have our major investors as international.
Okay.
I mean, talking about DealDey, what inspired it? I still feel like you're the only ones in that sector.
So DealDey was actually, DealDey started off as a Groupon clone, pretty much. That's what it was, right? Started off as a Groupon clone, and that's how we ran for a couple of years until myself and Nisab then came on board as CEOs, and we then kind of shifted that direction a bit from what it was as a Groupon clone. Because at the end of the day, what we are is we're a lead generation company. That's what we are, right? We're a technology company generating leads for businesses. And so we moved that away, and right now we're more of a marketplace, right? So right now, merchants come on the platform, upload their deals themselves. We've got partnerships with logistics companies as well to help them fulfill the logistics as well. So we're doing less and less of owning everything, and more of actually having the ecosystem itself work the way it should. So what we should be actually is helping to grow the ecosystem, not trying to own everything in the system, and that's what we're doing right now.
How profitable or beneficial is it for the merchants themselves?
Well, it is, because first of all, when you begin to interact with the customers, I mean, at the end of the day, as a business, right? You're trying to grow your business. You're trying to meet as many customers as possible. In a situation whereby you're able to interact with your customers, you're able to build better relationships with your customers, you're able to grow your business that way. So it's actually better for them. Plus, they work at their own time. It's not about you need to come to us. You work whenever you want to. You pause your deals whenever you want to. You put them back up whenever you want to. The power is actually in your hands. It's your business. You decide what you want to do with it.
So following up on that, I mean, so how sustainable is this model, given the fact that, I mean, most merchants have to do with discounts? I mean, so if a merchant, for instance, doesn't have a discount, how?
So I think first of all, you first of all need to differentiate what DealDey is from what a lot of other people are doing. We're not in the same space, right? A lot of people are there to sell. What we're here to do is generate leads for customers. So it's a different model. If you look at a restaurant, for example, we know that they need to find people to come to. The biggest problem, right, a lot of businesses in Nigeria, especially when you have physical location, is the fact that people need to know where you are. They need to find you. They need to come there. They need to see your service. When your service is good, then they come back.
Okay. In the light of so much competition in the e-commerce space in Nigeria, what drives the revenue numbers for DealDey?
Well, first of all, I think when you look at everyone in the e-commerce space right now, I think the combined revenues from all of us is still just scratching on the surface. So it's still scratching on the surface. There's so much space. I think, we haven't even gotten to 10%, of what we should be doing. So right now, it's not even about competition. It's about everyone even growing in the space that we're in. So there's still a lot of space in there.
In terms of revenue, do you actually have actual numbers to that?
I mean, I can't share actual numbers with you, but, I know definitely that the numbers that all of us are doing together, it's so minute. There's so much more that we can and should be doing. There's so many. I mean, I was speaking to a lot of people, and there's so many loads of millions of SMEs out there, and the percentage of those SMEs that are actually on all platforms combined, and it's so minute. I mean, the spaces.
So you're telling us that the space is so wide. So we're expecting new entrants. You wouldn't see a new entrant as a competitor. You're saying that there's so much space for everyone to thrive.
There's space. Plus, I think a lot of people coming into the space are not coming to our space. They're not coming into our space. So from that point of view, the space in the market. Everyone needs to carve out their niche. We've carved out ours. I think one or two people have tried to come into our space and realize, we're the best at it, and they've moved on to other spaces. And so as far as our space is concerned, we're the only ones in there right now. We're the biggest in there. There isn't any competition for us in there. But even in the general e-commerce space, there's still a lot of room for people to
Okay, so speaking of competition, for instance, so I know, you said, the space is wide and obviously expansion and everything. Is there a sort of strategy that you guys have for DealDey to expand? Because obviously, I mean, you guys can't rest on your laurels, for instance.
Yes. So when you say expand, I think part of what we're doing right now is part of the strategy to expand. So initially, we operated from the 4 major cities: Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ibadan. We did this ourselves. But at the end of the day, we needed to control. We were controlling everything. Every merchant, we needed to speak to every merchant. They needed to come to us for goods. They needed to bring it to our warehouse. To expand, that's what we're moving to the model whereby anyone, you're in Jigawa, you're in Kafancha, you're in wherever you're in, you can go up on the platform, upload your deals. Customer from anywhere in the country can, buy this product as well or buy your service as well. And we've got logistic partners who are nationwide as well. So I think that's we're moving away from, again, when you decide to own everything yourself, there's only so far you can go. When you allow the system, when you allow the system grow, and that's the true value you give. When you allow you allow the businesses, SMEs everywhere to grow. You allow the logistics, because that's something that a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people want to own the logistics network. Well, you need to be able to allow the logistics ecosystem itself, allow that to grow. Give the space for those small guys who want to have their 5 bikes on one bus to grow from 100 orders a day, 100 orders a week to 100,000 orders a week, and it's allowing everyone to come together to create that value in Nigeria as a country.
What I'm able to pick up from what you just said now is collaboration, and you're speaking about also partnerships, integration, and all of that, and it's seeing the system grow. All right, now, why are we here? Tomorrow is a huge day. That is a Black Friday. Everyone is anticipating it. I have some items already in my inbox, in my deal box. I can't wait, and in my cart, and I can't wait to hit the buy button as soon as that drops. What infrastructure have you put in place in order to avoid any form of glitch?
So I think the 3 major things we have to look at is, logistics, technology, and payments, right? That we have to look at for Black Friday. From a logistics point of view, we've partnered with FedEx. FedEx has decided to give us about the cheapest rates, 200 naira for 1 kg items, within the city. So, FedEx has done a lot to they've done a lot to invest in the e-commerce logistics space. So from that point of view, we have, we've got that nationwide reach, it's FedEx, international. They've got the expertise, they've got the reach to go everywhere, and they've got, within Lagos, for example, they're going to do 24-hour deliveries for you. So we've got that infrastructure in place. Again, part of not doing it yourself, right? We've also had partnerships with a lot of, other logistic partners to help merchants. So it's one thing for me to have to take it to FedEx, and then FedEx and distribute nationwide, but then there are people that I need you to come to me to get it and help me take it to FedEx. So we've done that collaboration with a lot of all the smaller 3PLs who can then come to the merchant's location, help them get it to a FedEx location or deliver it themselves, whichever way they want to. From a technology point of view, I think we've looked at our system. I think we did a test yesterday on our app. We did a 15-minute test on the app yesterday. I think we had about 30 times the amount of traffic we've ever had in that 15 minutes. And so we saw what the limit was to the app store if we got to that level. And we're ensuring that, from a technology point of view, but the website and the app will be able to, we wouldn't have any situation whereby there's a downtime on either the app or...
Yeah, I noticed DealDey scrapped the pay on delivery on its payment platform. Is DealDey returning that pretty soon?
But right now, we're not planning to return the pay on delivery. Every market has to have their own niche, right? And for us, we're fully paid, prepaid platform. And another reason for this is because when we've done our research, right? When we check a lot of other e-commerce firms as well, when we do our industry benchmark, we're the quickest at refunding, which is one of the problems that customers have. We're the quickest at refunding, customers their money when they ask for it. And that's one of the problems people have with prepaying. They worry about the fact that when I pay, I might not be able to get I might have to go through a lot to get my money back. But because we're so quick at it, then they don't have a problem prepaying on our platform. So we're not looking at bringing back the pay on delivery.
So what advice would you give to a young entrepreneur who wants to start or probably venture into the e-commerce business?
Know your market, know what you want to do, right? Carve a niche for yourself. I think the best thing to do would be to carve, but the greatest in a small area, and conquer that area than try immediately to conquer the whole of the country, the whole of the world, right? Get a small area, find your niche market, what you want to do, be great at it, conquer that market, see the value that you're providing to the people in there, and then you can then begin to grow, everywhere else as well.
Yeah, sure. Because of time, lastly, is DealDey going public anytime soon? And if yes, how do you want to ensure sustained profitability, considering the fact that your model is built around Groupon, and Groupon raised close to about $3.2 billion in 2014?
Okay, so let's clarify. First, started off as a Groupon clone. It is
moved away.
So we've moved away from that, right?
Great.
So from that point of view, we're not the kind of business that Groupon was. Right now, what DealDey is more, first of all, we're a marketplace, which Groupon wasn't, and we're moving more towards social commerce, which is very different from what Groupon was doing. Going public, I don't see us going public in the next, 4 years from now, maybe, but not anytime soon.
All right,
So
all right, guys. Any last words for DealDey?
Any last word for DealDey? Yes, I can't think of anything now, actually.
Okay. What about you, Ifeanyi?
Keep your sites up, because I mean, people like me will hunt your site down.
And then you guys have a role to play in growing the online sector, so we need you to keep on that trail and keep trailblazing.
Yeah, definitely, we will. I mean, we will.
And I hope you all keep delivering, because I'm making a massive amount of purchase for this Black Friday.
Oh, trust me, you're in Lagos, you get it within 24 hours. So I mean, that we're going to give to you.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah. Thanks a whole lot.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for joining us, Kehinde. We look forward to shopping on Black Friday. Remember, if it is business, we will crunch the numbers. And if you can join us as well on social media. All you have to do is log into BTVA Newsroom on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and other social media platforms. Thank you so much for watching.